Hello traders, this is the midweek market focus of the 13th of Feb 2013. We had a good day on snipers today, early on today in the morning from 8 to, let's call it midday. Market was cycling upwards nicely on the 5-minute time frame. For those of you who have the 4 time frames, this is the way you should have it. Otherwise, the way it comes, you can also trade like that, which is just the 5-minute time frame, which it says there, right? And what you're looking for is clear cycles, making higher highs and higher lows, and you're looking to buy as it touches the 50 moving average. Okay, so there's been, alright, if you make it a bit smaller, we've got a bit of a channel formation here, a bit of a consolidation, right? And if you see just that, you make it bigger, sorry, we can clearly see that this range is being broken and it puts a high, then it pulls back and bounces off it. For those of you who want to be, so there's a trade there. And now for those of you who want to be more cautious, you have to wait until these highs is taken out. So we're going to put another level there, and that's how it was in that moment in time. So you can wait until this high is broken, right? Until this high is broken like that, and now as it pulls back down, we'll be able to buy it. Okay, so it puts a high, pulls back down to the 50. In fact, let me do one thing. Tools replay to that. Oh, sorry. Tools. There we go. That's much better. So then we have to stare at the screen in this edge. I click on play now. So if it touches we buy there. So this one was another trade, but it was making higher highs and higher lows, but it wasn't taking this high out. So if you want to be more conservative, wait until it takes these highs out, pulls back down, and it gives an entry there where the 50 is. Yeah.
That's just the income generator plugin.
So another trade there and another trade there. So it's just making high highs and high lows. So you're looking to buy. This is just bread and butter. It's just clear patterns, making high highs and high lows. It gave another entry there. Now after 3 or 4 bounces, for those of you who have coaching sessions with me, you know that after 3 or 4 bounces, the pattern will change. Okay, so you can possibly leave it alone there. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Leave it alone, because then, I mean, this pattern is not gonna go on forever, right? And we already had quite a few good snipers. We had that one, which was an aggressive sniper, because it wasn't taking this high out just yet. For those of you who want to be more cautious, there was a clear sniper there at 10:30 in the morning today, and there was another one there at 11:20, and that one there would have left it alone, because we already had like 3 or 4 bounces, and as we know, the pattern will change. Okay, that's what we had now. So can you see that linear regression was also cycling upwards? Let's go back again.
Yes, but that's a fantastic observation again. I mean, yes, you've got
right. I'm gonna go back to here.
The trend is gonna run up. It's gonna run up. So we appear to
right. We can clearly see that the 50 moving average is cycling upwards, making higher highs and higher lows. It's all green, which is good to buy, and also the linear regression is going up. Linear regression, the settings are here. Linear regression, which are these yellow lines, is cycling upwards. Now, because it's kind of struggling to go up, that's why the linear regression is bending downwards slightly, right? And as it carries on going down, you'll see that linear regression will follow as well. It's just following the price action, right? So it's a good indicator for confirmation to see if it's going up or down. Right. Okay, so there was a few good snipers there. We'll just leave it alone there, right? Best snipers are normally from 7 to 11-ish type of thing. Yeah, up to 12. That's when the market moves, and it's the London session as well. Great. For those of you who are a bit more advanced and wanna have the 4 charts like that, don't worry too much about the daily chart and 4-hourly chart. Focus more on the 60-minute and 5-minute time frame. Okay. Alright, so let's see what was happening in this moment in time when we had the first few snipers, which was here. Now the question is, in which part of the cycle are we trading on the 60-minute? Right, look at this line here. This line here, look at this move here. You'll see this grey line, the vertical line, yeah? So as I put my cursor here, you will also see the grey line there. See that? The line there? That's the line in that moment in time. Okay? And if I push the cursor here, you will also get the vertical line in every other time frame. The line is going to be here, it's going to be there, and there, yeah? So you can clearly see it. There. So basically this is the phase 1. That's when you're looking to trade. So the key for snipers is the 60-minute and the 5-minute time frame. So that's a phase 1, phase 2, phase 1, phase 2. You're looking to trade in this phase 1. Yeah? In this phase 1, that's this whole move. See? That's a phase 1 there. That's your trades there, yeah? Those ones there. Great. Let's move on. Cable. We didn't get nowhere near this trade here because of the massive sell-off that it had, and it's just not clear. Right? I feel like gambling if I enter here. It had a massive sell-off, then it goes flat. I mean, anything could have happened from there. Could have gone up, could have gone down. I mean, not clear. Stay away. Okay? Right, next one. And on the daily chart is heading towards this low down here, which is not too far away. It's heading towards this level down here. Okay? Next one, Japanese yen. Japanese yen's kind of running out of steam now. Cycling upwards on the daily chart.
That's precisely right. And that's
for like 3, 4, 5 months or so. It's just going up. 4-hourly as well. 4-hourly has a bit of nicer cyclicity. It's just cycling upwards, making high highs and high lows, touches the 50, goes, and again and again. The 60 minutes is a bit of a mess. Yeah, it's just like a roller coaster, going up and down, not very clear. And the 5 minutes is not very clear neither. Okay?
Yeah, exactly.
I can see no trades there, maybe that one, if any. What else? That one never pulls back down, so not good. Nothing there for sniper, it's more for kind of end of day type of thing. So there was an income generator on that bar there, which is on the 23rd of January, there it is, which hit the target in 1 day, yeah? So basically wait until it pulls back down and then buy. Don't try to buy up here, because it's going to reverse, yeah? Okay, great. Next one, Swissy. Not much happening, very unclear. Next one, Kiwi. For those of you who are following the trade alerts, I've placed one here based on this high test bar. This is a master trader type of thing. See this touch here, touches there, down, touches there, down again, touches there, and it goes down, right? So it's a clear high test bar, bouncing off a horizontal level. For those of you who are a bit more advanced, there's a high here. Sorry, not that one, it's a high from there, and a lower high from that one. Okay, so it's running out of steam up here. So my entry was there, just below the lotus bar, and the stop loss just above. And it was a great trade to take a shot back down to the 50 moving average. This 50 moving average is like a magnet, okay? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a level here.
It sounds funny, I did exactly the same thing. I was telling someone today that I never used to look at the numbers. Someone will say
from here to there, the lows are getting higher, highs are going flat, and it pulls back down to the 50. Yep, comes back up, and again, right? So it's just squeezing within this little triangle here. So those are nice trade from here back down. This reversal, it's a reversal pattern. Is to trade against the trend. So this is an advanced pattern. Don't try and don't try to look for reversals if you haven't taken the master trader course, because it's an aggressive trade and it can be very risky, and you need some rules in place there. So for those of you who are starting to trade, just look for continuation patterns. Just go with the trend. Just trade the phase one. So going up clearly, yep. Don't try to and sell the upward move or vice versa. Right, let's see what else we got. We've got nothing on Canadian. I don't like the Canadian much. We've got Aussie here. Here is following a nice pattern, making high highs and high lows there. Great, although it is not above the 50 moving average on the daily chart. It's not above on the 4 hourly. It is above on the 60, but there is no trade for snipers. If you go on to Euro Pound, stay away from the news.
So you do the 240 is the 4-hour chart. So you just type 240.
Had a nice run there. So basically today we had quite a few good snipers on the Euro, and that's pretty much everything for snipers today, which is not bad. 3 snipers, so 3% up in one day. That's great. If you make 6% in a month for 12 months in a row, you're gonna double that count. So making 3% in one day, that's brilliant. Okay. Right. Okay. Let's move on. Pivots.
And it's amazing because when you look at the 60 minutes, it looks as though the euro is an uptrend on the chart. And then you go to the 240 and it looks like it's a downtrend. So remember that as
well, the key for pivots is to find an agreement from the 60 minutes to the 5 minutes.
That's it, yeah. Yeah, I say constant approach to the truth, but yes.
I'm going to take the signal out.
So yeah, so that's the point. Is you
I'm going to go formulas, pivots.
Conscious, you know, with the daily as relation to the weekend. Even if you're trading intraday,
Put a pivot point on it. Now I'm going to go edit studies. I'm going to make it white.
Those key levels with the weekly, you can take my logic about it.
Right, so basically if it's going to Euro, if the chart is going up,
that level there, that was strong enough to change the trade of the weekly for a month or two.
if the 60 is going up, you're looking to buy on the 5 minutes, yeah? If the 60 is going down, you're looking to sell it. Yeah, so we use the 60 minute for confirmation and the 5 minute for execution. Yeah, the 60 there. For those of you who want to put another chart, if you have it like that, and you want to put an extra chart, what you do, you go File, New, Advanced Chart, Default Chart, you left click on it, put it down here, make it fit there nicely, here, there, and there. Click on the chart, type 60, enter, that's a 60 minute. Then you can now put the power charts on it, you can put the 50 moving average and so on. Yeah, you can type 50 there, you make it red, click OK, there we go. You can also change the background, so you go properties, background in black, text in white, and then click on OK. Great, and that's it done. Alright, you're gonna take this box out, you click here, and then once you finish, make sure you save it, save page, okay, and then it's gonna be saved under this page, which is the pivot page, okay. Great, so now let me get rid of this one because I already have my one down here, and he's bouncing a bit nicely now. pivot bounce there.
Yeah.
Had a bit of a sell-off there. It's pulling back up now.
Are you mostly getting involved in your trade and trying to deal with that?
That's a big sell bounce. All news-driven. Stay away from the news.
But you're also trying to improve your general knowledge around trading in general, so that you've got lots of other DVDs.
There's a nice pivot bounce here.
Videos you've subscribed to and websites.
So it goes up, pulls back down, kind of breakthrough, kind of breakthrough, kind of breakthrough, and then it goes. Right. So the entry is on the pivot point, stop loss on the S1, and the target up here on the R1. Yep. That's a nice pivot bounce there. And also a massive sell-off on cable. As I said, I will get nowhere near cable until the chart is clear. And I'm going to move on to income generators.
Yeah, it's so funny because when I read Blink, I was like,
right, this is the euro again. I've taken this trade here, this income generator there on this bar. First of all, what we have to do is to do the homework and put the lines on it. Otherwise, we're going to be trading blindly. Yeah, make sure you put the lines on it. Line there, copy and paste, and then line. Let's go there, right? So it's making high highs and high lows. Phase 1, phase 2, phase 1, phase 2, phase 1, phase 2. I'm not expecting a phase 1 there now. This up to there, that's the target for an income generator. If you follow the cycles, it should get up to there, yeah? Based on the historical data, it should go up to here. Okay, let me take all this out. Right, the trade that I've taken was here. Entry here, stop loss here on the income generator. Didn't trigger it. So what I've done, I've changed the settings and based on this bar. So entry here and the stop loss there. Let me make it a bit bigger so we can see more clearly. There, so entry just above, yeah. 5 above. Let me take this now. And myself I put it 20 below the low of the bar, which is here. Okay, now you're going to be asking, why did he place a stop loss just 20 pips below the low of the bar if he should be 100 pips below the low of the bar? Right. The reason behind it is mainly because I do rely on this pattern, and if it goes more than 20 below this level, I'm just not interested. I just want to be out. Okay. You can also put it 100 below, but if the pattern is very clear and the trend is very powerful, you can also put it 20 below the low of the bar. Okay, so you can put it 20 below the low of the bar rather than 100. 100 will be somewhere down there. If it gets down there, I mean, I'm just definitely not interested. It has to be bouncing off here, right? It has to be respecting the channel. If it breaks through the channel is invalid. Okay? And now you might be thinking, yeah, but there it broke through. Okay, it might get a bit of noise and then kick in. And it should be following this beautiful pattern here, making high highs and high lows. And make it a bit bigger here now. So I'm giving it, the chance I'm giving it down, maximum down to there. If it crosses this level, I'll be out. Okay? That's for a 20 pip stop loss and that's for a 100 pip stop loss. So it's personal preference. Okay? Speak to your coach about it and
my two questions to you,
make a plan. And if you want to put it 20 below is fine, 100 below is fine. Just make sure you do it consistently. If the channel is very, very clear, just need to put it 20 below. If it's not as clear, I think that myself, I don't like massive stops, right? So I like a tight stop because I think it's going to give me a better reward to risk ratio, okay? Because I'm looking to go for like a 3-to-1, 5-to-1 type of thing. So if I lose, I'm going to lose 1%. If I win, I'm going to go for a 3-to-1, 4-to-1, 5-to-1. And I just need a few of those a month, or a few of those every couple of months. And that's it. Done. Yeah. So I can even lose 3 in a row. I'll be 3% done. But if I get a 5-to-1, just the 5-to-1 right, I'll be 2% up overall. Okay. and that's the way forward. And the success rate can be negative, and you can still be making money. Great. So entry here, stop loss got triggered. Do nothing on day 2. Then move the stop loss tonight. I'm gonna put the stop loss from here. I'm gonna put it just below this low. Okay, which is pretty much a break even. Let's see what happens. Hopefully it's gonna carry on going up. It's high testing at the moment, but the body's not gonna close until midnight, so it still has a lot of room to go and move and everything. Yeah, because now it's the here now is 5 p.m. in the afternoon. The US market is still running, so the guys are trading there still. So this now it's gonna start getting a bit quieter now in the evening, but the body's not gonna close until midnight anyway. So I'm just gonna stick to the rules and just trade the stop loss. I mean, just trade the stop loss. The target is can be the white line if you're targeting the white line is just there. If you're targeting this beautiful channel that we have, then it's gonna be somewhere here. Okay, like that. Right. Cool. So that's one of the trades that I'm trading at the moment. Let's see what is gonna happen. Making high highs and high lows. Clear bounces. Let's put the 50 moving average. 50 there and there. 50 moving average is down here. So this bounce came back down to the 50, then bounced back up again. It bounced there as well, and that was a beautiful phase 2. And now phase 1 seems to be kicking in. Great. So now what we're going to do is to put another line here. Okay. So make this line is the first quarter of the move here. That doesn't matter. Can be the first quarter, can be a bit more, a bit less, doesn't matter. It's just for you to know what is the buying zone. So that's the first quarter. Let's call it 30% of the move for argument's sake. And so if that's 0 and that's 100, this is the buying zone. So you're looking to buy down here at the bottom. Don't try and buy up here, because first of all the reward risk ratio is probably negative. The white line is just there, and also it's going to reverse on you. So look to buy at the bottom, right, like that one there, right at the bottom, and you're looking to catch the whole phase 1. Buy at the bottom, trying to catch the whole move upwards. Buy at the bottom, trying to catch the whole move upwards. Doesn't matter if you lose, you're gonna get it right, and then when you get it right, you're gonna win a 3 to 1, 5 to 1, 6 to 1, who knows? Yeah. And then when you lose, if you're doing the risk monitoring accordingly, you're only going to lose 1%. Okay. Let's go into cable. Nothing there. Okay, with Japanese yen. That's a beautiful trade here. No, it's not much happening there now. So you see, same principle. Right. Now, trade is going down. And I'm gonna do the homework. Yeah, we're not gonna be trading blindly. I'm gonna do the homework. I'm gonna put all the lines on it. I'm gonna second and just make it there. I'm gonna pick this high, that swing low.
No. It's just general knowledge. Saying that
yeah, not very clear, but it's touching there. There. This should be a bit lower.
Support resistance levels are calculated.
There. It's not the best trend ever. Not very clear at all. The one the euro is much more clear, as you can see. Yeah, much more clear this move here. So basically, when euro goes up, Swissie goes down. So it's doing kind of the opposite. And now here is the question: if you're looking to sell, what is it better to sell? Is it better to sell up here at the top, or is it better to sell down here at the bottom, like that one or that one? Yeah. So what is it better to sell? Is it better to sell this one here, up here, where you can take all this move down, all the way down, or these boys down here, that one there, which is very close to the target, that one there, very close to the target. Well, here it's not mandatory made first of all, and also it's going to reverse because phase 1, which is downwards, is going to finish. So phase 2 kicks in, and it's going to reverse on us, and we're going to lose. So you're much better off by looking for opportunities in the selling zone, which is there. It doesn't matter if the entry point is not exactly on the selling zone, but it's just for you to know that it's much better to sell at the top than to sell down here at the bottom. Yeah? And now you'll be thinking, okay, there is a trade setting up now, as we speak. So then I'll be like, okay, first of all, the channel is not the best channel ever. Is it making lower highs and lower lows? Well, let's see, lower highs, lower lows, a bit of a channel there, bit of a channel formation there going down. Now there's a channel, sorry, there's a support down here at the bottom, it's like the floor. Right, it's the floor of the house, so it touches the floor, goes up, touches the floor, goes up. From here goes up, from there touches, goes up, low test, and it goes up. So that's where we are now. So the question is it making lower lows? Well, it's not making lower lows because the lows are flat. Yeah, it's going nowhere. So it'll be like, okay, the potential from here to here, stop us there, well, 1-to-1, barely 1-to-1, maybe not. So you focus on quality over quantity. It's much better if you go for longer moves than if you go for 1-to-ones, which is maybe not worthy, and also it's a bit choppy in there as well. And now we've got on Kiwi, not much happening because it's not making higher highs and higher lows. This Canadian, there's not much happening. I mean, I don't even like Canadian, to be honest. And now this one here. So we've got a massive horizontal level up here at the top, a massive level down here. Right, so basically look what happens. Touches, goes up, touches, goes down, touches, goes down, here touches, and is going up. So the question is, are we going to sell there? Maybe not, because it's so close to the bottom. There's not much room to go south. Yep. There's not much room to go south here. It's not really making lower highs and lower lows. I mean, it's kind of flat, yeah? The strategy works when the market is trending. It doesn't work when it's going flat. So if this is going flat, leave it alone. It's better if you go for powerful moves. Okay? So if we go to the next one, Euro Pounds is hitting the target now as we speak. So channel is going up, fine, making higher highs and higher lows. So we've got the entries here, the stop loss is there, so this is the risk on the trade. Look at the risk on the trade, and that's the target here, that's the entry point, that's the stop loss there, and that's the target, yeah? So it's hitting the target there within 1, 2, 3 days, and it's quite a powerful move there, mainly because Euro is going up and cable is going down overall. Okay? And this Euro Japanese yen, and there is a nice move here, making high highs and high lows. That's a nice trade there. In all the yen crosses, there was a nice trade down here. There was another trade there, but now the question is, once you do the homework and pull up the lines on it and everything, like that, which is not very clear because the move is so sharp, that's why. So let's call it there, and this one we're going to put it there, right? It's a very, very sharp move, making high highs and high lows. And now, are we really going to buy? Okay, let's put it 20% move there. But this is the buying zone. Sorry, this is the buying zone here. Are we really gonna buy up here? Well, I wouldn't, mainly because the target is just there. Too close, and the risk is too big. It's not worth it. That one there is much better because the entry is here, the stop loss is there. Entry here, stop loss there, and the risk is only that. This little move here, and the target can be here or it can even be higher, but it's definitely better. See, it's much better than this move here. This is a 1.3 to 1 type of thing. This one here, if the entry is here above the high and the stop loss is 20 below, well, this one should have been 20 below too.
How are you doing?
So somewhere here. So that's a, let's call it a 1-to-1, that one there. If you're targeting the white line, if you're targeting the top bit of the channel, it eventually gets there. Yeah. And then here, that's the risk and that's the reward. It's not even a, it's a 0.4, it's an inverse reward to risk ratio. So you're risking all these to go for this little move here, see? Not worth it. Euro Aussie. Not very clear. Next one, Euro Cat. Making high highs and high lows. Not bad, actually. Beautiful move, cycling upwards. Just going up, great. Beautiful high test goes down. You see this trade here? I wouldn't buy here because the target is too close and the risk is too big, but I would have bought that one there. It's a nice inside bar. For those of you who are familiar with inside bars, this bar is inside this bar. Forget about the opening and close. It's just this whole bar is inside this bar here. So now we're gonna go, okay, entry here, stop loss somewhere down there. Is it worth it? Well, it's definitely much better than this one here, because the entry here and the stop loss somewhere down there, and the target there is not worth it at all. This one here is giving a much better reward to risk ratio. So do nothing on, let's assume you place a trade, entry here, stop loss there, do nothing on day 2, day 3, which is that bar there. When the bar closes, or anytime between 10 PM and midnight, you can trade your stop loss from the low of this bar to the low of, yeah, from 20 below to 20 below. So we are close to the stop out there. It's just 20, mainly because the euro is going down now. So let's call it 20 there. That's 22, which is an aggressive stop, which is pretty much a break even. See? Pretty much a break even there. Yeah, because the entry is 5 above the high of the bar. Let me just take this box out. There. It's just above the 5 pips above the high of the bar, which is there. And it's pretty much a break even, see? So there's a place there. So if this bar goes down to here, we're gonna get stopped out break even. So we're not gonna lose anything. On the other hand, if it shoots up to here, it's gonna be a winning trade. Yeah, it's gonna be 1, 2, 3 to 1, 2 to 1, 3 to 1, quite easily. Right, and it's making high highs and high lows, so it's quite clear. Right. What else we've got? Euro Kiwi. Nothing there. Nothing there at all. Yeah. Not worth it. Pound yen. Pulling back down. Good. So I think if cable reverses, which it has to reverse at some point. So far it's heading back down to this low. But if it goes and touches this low down here, and it gives a low test, and then it's kind of starting to catch up again, and yen goes up slightly, this chart is going to fly. Okay, this chart here will pull back down slightly as cable approaches to the level of support at the bottom, and if it gives a beautiful low test here like that one there, off it goes after. Yeah, so that's what I'm waiting for. Let's see. That'd be a nice trade to catch, a nice 5 to 1 or something, and that's what the money is. Go for long moves. See that? So I'm expecting a move down to somewhere there. Hopefully it's going to be a nice low test. Doesn't matter if it breaks through. as long as it's a nice low test, or it doesn't matter, even if it's not a low test. Preferably a low test. Yeah, like that one there. Like that one there. So low test kicks in. Hopefully I get a low test tomorrow. If not Friday or Monday, somewhere down here, and then off it goes the white line. Okay. Great. And so basically I've got snipers, pivots, income generators. I'm not gonna cover snapbacks as I have to get into stocks. Otherwise it's not fair for those guys who are trading stocks, and I have to cover some really good things here and there that you guys will like it. Halma Place has finally made his mind up and he's kicking in. It was a massive buyback. The bar has closed. It closed almost an hour ago. It's making higher highs and higher lows, and also beautiful 20 bounce there. Beautiful 20 bounce. Even a power play down there as well. Entry here, stop loss there, off it goes. Yeah. So if you do the homework, make sure you always put the lines on it. There we go, copy and paste it up to here. Great. Yep. So not a bad move at all, to be honest. Great. Let me have a look at this one here. HRSL-11. I'm trading this one here. Okay, let's see how far it gets. I just want to trade my stop loss really. And that's all you have to do, is to trade your stop. Okay. So its channel is not very clear. Channel is not very clear, I have to say. But the best he can get is like that. So I'm expecting this move. Yeah, if the pattern continues, this is what I'm expecting to see within the next couple of weeks or so, even days. Right, let's make it bigger. Let's make it big up to here. There we go. Right, so I've put an entry, was it? I think I put an entry on this part, yeah. Entry here, stop loss here, didn't get triggered. Next day, entry here, stop loss below the 50 MA, got triggered. Do nothing on day 2, then tonight, anytime from now to 8 AM in the morning, I'm gonna move my stop and put it just below the low of this level, so it's a break even, so I have nothing to lose. And so it's a win-win situation. So if it goes down, I'm gonna get stopped at break even. If it kicks in, it can go up to here. Yeah. So that is gonna pay off. It's gonna be around 3, 4, 5 to 1, easy. Phase 1, phase 2, phase 1, phase 2. A nice phase 1 up to here. That will do, yeah. Up to there. Right. So look for clarity. Look for simplicity. Look for clear moves to the upside. Let me have a look at. There's been some good trades recently, actually. Which one was it? Was it FC? I've got FCAM -LON. Still low testing, bouncing off the 50-moving average, and still there. Yeah, still making his mind up, and see if his one day is gonna kick in up to here. But can you see the pattern? It takes his time. It messes about for like 2 weeks, and then it kicks in. Pull back down, it's messing about, and hopefully it's gonna kick in. Yeah, based on the pattern. That's what it happens, isn't it? Channel, kicks in. It's doing the same thing, hopefully it's gonna kick in. Great. So we're gonna have a look within the next couple of days. Today made a beautiful low test bar as an indication of a turning point in the market. This bar here. There it is, beautiful low test bar. Low test bar off the 50, phase 2 finish. We need a phase 1 now to the upside. Yeah? Okay, let's go on to the IJO. I think it's still making high highs and high lows, surprising enough. Beverages, the IJO, and still going up, still making historical highs all the way. If you type comma and enter, this is the monthly chart. I'm gonna make it smaller. This is clearly a historical high. Yeah, that was 14 years ago or so, and it's up here now on the monthly chart. Yeah, each line is 1 month. Now I'm gonna type comma W enter, and this is now the weekly chart, which is just bouncing off the 20 MA going north, non-stop. Yeah, just going and going and going. Great. I'm gonna type comma D enter. This is now the daily chart, which is the one we use for execution. And it's making higher highs and lows. Going up, great, okay. And the historical high has been that bad there. And that one, so yeah, right at the top. Okay, so they're doing well. They're selling enough drinks. They're doing quite well there. Great. And got a beautiful channel. It's just going and going and going and going. There we go.
You can also take some of the money off. There's also a way.
There we go. Okay. High highs and high lows all the way. Great. What you can do is to wait until it makes a higher high, a pullback, and look for long opportunities in the buying zone. Remember, at the beginning of the maybe market focus, we covered the buying zone and selling zones. So trying to buy down here at the bottom. Don't look to buy up here. Buy at the bottom, because that's the money you're looking to make. That's what the pips are. Yeah, the whole phase one. Right. Let me see if I get some other one. Have a look at this one here quickly. Dash LON. Happy days. This is kicking in as well. There we go. The beautiful 20 bounce, low test. Off it goes. And yeah, that was a nice 20 bounce there, making high highs and high lows. Now what you have to wait for you, those of you who missed the train, wait until it makes a high and a pullback and look to buy it again. So look for another low test. Doesn't have to be a low test. Wait for the pullback. Position yourself for long. Make sure it's a small bar. That's essential. Not a massive bar, because that will determine the risk on the trade. Okay. Right. I hope it's making most sense. And stay focused. Look for clarity and simplicity. Buying the buying zone, selling the selling zone. If you're doing intraday trading, make sure that there are not news out there. And happy trading. Alright. Okay. This midweek market focus is going to be released. I'm going to put it up now. It will take like 40 minutes or an hour to upload. It's going to be ready within an hour or so from now. So by 6:37, it's going to be more than ready. Alright. Okay, guys. We'll catch you soon. Cheers there. Bye now.